Hello, my beautiful loves. Today I'm here to talk about the concept of trying again. The concept that you can always try again, no matter how many times you fail, no matter how many times you keep screwing up and making the same mistakes, no matter how bad you feel about yourself, you can always try again, no matter what. I got my Bluey mug for today. Real Calvinators know that I love Bluey. Not that you would know, because this is my first video on this channel. But welcome to Calby's Awesome Corner. I'm Calvin. I don't know. I've been inspired by a lot of YouTubers, especially the Zoki Show, Ozzy's own Shimon Davis, Profound Pondering, among a bunch of others. I've also just been inspired by like hopeful, I don't know, hopeful content. I don't know, I've been consuming a lot of that kind of content lately, and it's been very helpful for my psyche and my way of thinking about things. So I wanted to try my hand at least at making a video like that. And I always just have so many things to talk about that I thought it'd be fun to make a video. So yeah, basically today's video is about the concept of trying again. And basically I've struggled with that for a while. Yeah, I've struggled a lot in my life, and I've tried and tried and tried again to be better, to be healthy, to be good enough. And it always fails somehow. It always, like, you try to form a habit, or I try to form a habit. I'm like, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna fix my life, and I'm gonna be better at this, I'm gonna get out of bed, blah blah blah, and it always fails. And then I end up thinking I'm a failure and I can't do anything right because I'm in the mindset that I can't make a mistake, I can't relapse, I can't make a mistake, the same mistake again, otherwise I'm doing everything wrong. Otherwise all my progress isn't going anywhere, because I'm just gonna make the same mistake again. But that's why I wanted to make this video, because I don't think that's a very healthy mindset. And talking about the idea of trying again, and like just really trying to wedge it into my little brain that you really can just try again no matter how many times you screw up and fail, has been very, very, very helpful for me. Like, I've been struggling to get out of bed recently. I haven't been getting many shifts at my job, and I've been sleeping really late and staying in late. And I haven't been doing that. I haven't done that for ages. I had a pretty good sleep schedule because I've had a job for ages, but my job hasn't been giving me many shifts, so I've just completely ruined my sleep schedule. And I keep trying again to fix it, and I haven't fixed it yet. And part of me that makes me want to go, oh, what's even the point of trying? I'm just a failure and I can't do anything right. But when I think it a bit through the mindset of, you can always try again, just try again tomorrow, just little steps, it's really, really helpful. And I've also just found that I've been making the same mistakes. Not like the same, but I've been repeating habits that I would like to break, habits that aren't exactly healthy for me, and I keep repeating them. And I was repeating them like a little while ago too, but the difference is that a little while ago and I still am a little bit, but like I've been purposely, oh my god, I'm rambling crazy style, but I've been purposely changing my mindset, and now it's way easier to cope with the fact that I keep making mistakes. Whereas before, I was just like, oh, I'm a failure, I can't do anything right, I don't know if I can swear. I'm a piece of shut. I think badly of myself, but recently I've been purposefully digging this mindset into me that I can change, I can try again no matter how many times. There's no limit to trying again. You can try again and again and again. You can always try again no matter how many times you fail, because you're still forming a habit anyway. You've still made that progress. Just because you've relapsed or just because you've made the same mistake again doesn't mean that you haven't made all that progress before. Humans are cyclical in nature. Humans make mistakes. That's just the way we work. And obviously not everyone is the same, so something you're struggling with is not going to be the same as something someone else is struggling with. And I know this is all like very obvious, like, oh, you already knew that already, and it's very obvious, but I've found that, like, that's the most important stuff to keep talking about. Like, I feel like the most important things can be quite simple. We just get really carried away in all the things we need to keep track of in life, so we forget about the simple things. And we do need the reminder, even though it's obvious and even though we already knew. The simplest things are the most effective, I feel, the most important, in some ways, in some circumstances. Yeah. And I think that mindset shift is very, very nice and helpful. Like, just thinking every time you fail and every time you make the same mistake again, try to remind yourself that you can always try again, no matter how many times you tried before. And remind yourself that there isn't actually a limit to how many times you can try again. That is something you've set in your mind. It's not based in anything real. It's just a rule that you've made up in your head, and if you've made up the rule, you can unmake it, if you so choose. Yeah. I don't know, I just wanted to make this video about being kind to yourself and imploring self-kindness, because in my experience, as someone who's dealt with a lot of mental struggles and have quite a few diagnosed mental health issues, it's genuinely always easier to cope with when you're kinder to yourself. Like, always. And I know it's not easy to do, but it's something to try and keep trying. Maybe try and form some kind of habit, or just keep trying again to remind yourself to try again, because it genuinely does make a difference. And I'm in a bit of a lull right now, if that's the word. I'm in a bit of a rut. Like, I'm not getting many shifts, I'm not going out as much as I'd like to, I'm not seeing my friends as much as I like to, I'm sleeping in, I'm staying up late. But I feel better about me being at this stage than I would have a year ago, because my mindset is, I'm just being more kind to myself about it. You know what I mean? I think, me personally, I'm always gonna. I'm a cyclical person, like many people are. My life is cyclical, and I'm in a bit of a rut. And so this is probably gonna repeat again at some point. But I've made so much progress mentally as a person that it's less heart rate wrenching and less strenuous to deal with it now, and it will be less strenuous to deal with next time, because I've been actively working on being kinder to myself. And you have to remember that even if you're failing at being kinder to yourself, you can also try that again. Like, you can just try and try and try. I'm really trying to make you remember that. You might be thinking, oh, but I was just really mean to myself, and then you're being mean to yourself about being mean to yourself. Remember, just take a deep breath and remember that you can always try again. And you can try again to be nicer to yourself. And I believe in you, and I hope you have a good day.